What's going on, guys? Dustin here with another Eaglemoss video. This is the Enterprise NX-01. This is the 4th issue and of course the fourth starship in the collection, but we'll look at this later. Let's take a look at the magazine first. Alright, as always, we open it up and table of contents, the stand assembly, and there's all the specifications. Pause here and read it. Alright, let's move on. Alright, so when we open this up, the first data feed that this ship was the first starship to bear the name Enterprise. And I'm not sure if the ring ship would count, but it's debatable. And fate wasn't seen in the last episode of Enterprise. You know, these are the voyages. But it says that she was a museum ship, and there wasn't another Enterprise till 2245, which is basically Captain Kirk's time. Now she was a major technological breakthrough that changed the course of history, becoming the first Warp 5 ship ever. And this is her orbiting Earth after her launch. So let's take a look again. Now, space became a hostile place for the Enterprise, NX-01. She gets beaten up so bad. You can tell right here, that's a Romulan space mine. And instead, basically, the standardized shuttle pods and, shuttlecrafts, like, a little docking area for shuttlecrafts. They actually use these grappling hooks to catch her shuttle pods, reel them into docking bays on the underside, because trying to fly shuttle pod in manually, too dangerous. Now, the later Starfleet ships, NX-01 need regular maintenance from the outside and carry an inspection pod that used to carry repairs out of the hull. And these are the phaser cannons. They were fitted after launch. And this is the Enterprise and her sister ship, the Columbia. They both look identical, but I can't tell which one is, the Enterprise or the Columbia. Now, they're both named after two different space shuttles, the Enterprise space shuttle and the Columbia space shuttle, which we know the Columbia space shuttle was destroyed in 2003. Here's one of the data feeds, second data feed. This is Johnathan Archer, whose father was responsible for the design of the warp engines. And Archer's achievements are legendary. He made first contact with countless species and established friendly relations with major species, including the Andorians and the Tellarites. Those are actually two more species, including humans and Vulcans, for the founding of the United Federation of Planets. Changed the course of Vulcan politics and saved Earth from the Exindi, and laid groundwork for the foundation of the Federation, along with the Vulcans, the Andorians, and the Tellarites. The first flight, this was seen in the first episode, Broken Bow. Now, this is the only... Now, Star Trek Enterprise is the only ship from a TV series where the audience are lucky to see a launch. We've seen the refit from Star Trek motion picture as seen in this photo. And of course Enterprise B. Enterprise B won't be till later on. This is going to take a long, long time, so bear with me. We got a long way to go. And the parallels are just much too cool. And this is what it looks like when going at a dock. You got that blue impulse engines in the back and navigational deflector. Move on to the next page. These are the plan layouts. From the back, top, and of course the front view. And the armor plating was advanced in the Enterprise and NX-01 was launched, so the ship relied on polarization to strengthen its hull if it was attacked. Like tractor beams or Tachyon beams or something like that. Drains the ship's shields. Like from game Star Trek Online. Designing. Originally, it was supposed to be like, an earlier version of Kirk's ship, but if you actually look on the side, like right here, it actually looks like much to a resemblance to the USS Vengeance. And the design of the NX-01 was from an earlier version of the Akira class, which is this. But we'll look into the Akira class when the time comes around. We'll get one later on. And it's actually a computer-generated study of the Enterprise NX-01. You actually look closely, you'll actually find many differences from the finished model used on the show. Okay, so moving on. What's on the inside? Now there are 7 decks on the Enterprise, on the NX-01 Enterprise. So basically you have the bridge, which is actually up at the top. B is just, just nothing. C is the engine room, which is the upper level. D, you got 2 launch bays, a decontamination room, an engine room, main level, and the cargo transporter. Now E deck, got sick bay just smack dab right in the middle. 2 launch bays are just lower levels. You actually have like crew mess hall right here, captain's mess just right next door to Archer's quarters. Got F deck, which is torpedo bay in the armory. Basically, that's where they keep their weapons. And G deck is right below here, which is, I don't know. Now these are more inserts in various hatches found upon the Enterprise NX-01, like phaser cannons and all that stuff. Now, becoming the Enterprise NX-01.5. This is the refit variant of the same NX-01 Enterprise. Sadly, I think we didn't get a chance to see this refit variant of the NX-01, which is actually, a earlier version of Captain Kirk's ship. And on screen, just like I said, first appeared in Broken Bow. Final appearance was These Are the Voyages season finale. Series finale. And this is actually a second only show where a regular cast member was killed off. The first was Tasha Yar from Star Trek The Next Generation. Hearing something. You hear that? Now, 2 of the major races appeared, featured in Star Trek Enterprise. First appeared in the original episode, Journey to Babel. I'll leave a link in the description to that episode. Apart from the most fleeting appearances for the Andorians, neither species have been featured in the Star Trek The Next Generation era series. Now, alright, so the next is the Romulan Warbird. Already got this ship right now. I'm waiting. I'm gonna be doing a video review of it, so that video will be out tomorrow. Now, here is the back of the ship. Well, the back cover with the ship on the back. So, let's take a look at the Enterprise NX-01. Now, as always, it comes with a display stand with a unique serial number and a display stand. But I actually like the detail and the Aztecing of the ship, but I think that on the show it actually looks a little much more darker than silver color. Now, I don't know if you noticed this, but I think the cell's actually, like much slanter than the other one, but I don't know. Now, this is where they actually got the design for the Akira class. Was the front, and and here's actually the little bridge itself, which is actually that gold dome right here. And this is one of the warp nacelles, which actually has that blue. There you go, right there. You can actually see it. It looks like it's illuminated, so when it goes at warp, it eliminates that bluish color. And there's also another ship like this, but it's actually much more Terran Empire look. And here is, oops, I think I just, the back with the blue impulse engines. And the only way to put it back on is basically this little middle gap. Just insert right here and push back till it's slotted into place. So my review on the Enterprise NX-01, it's pretty good, but not flawed. The only flaw is the little warp nacelle, actually much slanted to the ground than level with its, actually, align, because that's some of the, bad things about Eaglemoss. The warp nacelles are not aligned with, so, give me your opinion about this. I will post my Romulan Warbird video tomorrow. I'll post this tonight when I get a chance. My name's Dustin, and I'll see you later.